Good day, everybody. So, I want to welcome you again to this workshop. This is the week three work. This is the third workshop for this Green Digital Skills Certificate program, and I believe we are having a great time. We are having a great learning experience. I'm Iyola Akentaro, and I'm the lead educator of After School Academy. So today I will be taking us through the next section in our capstone project. Last time when we met, we've been able to look at section 1. So we've developed our project idea, and I remembered that we discussed the things that should be included in your project idea. So I made mention of the fact that you have to pick of the 4 suggestions we have for you. So you either pick to work on a digital product, digital service, digital process, or to raise awareness of green digital skills. And we also gave us some examples of a project that has been worked on, and for you to have an overview of the kind of responses we are expecting from you. Okay, so we also talk about the access. That is, what is the problem, what is the gap that you have identified with your chosen digital product, service, process, or awareness, and how isn't it green or sustainable? Obviously, your problem should be a problem that has to do with sustainability, that has to do with carbon emission and things like that. So, based on that gap you have identified, you have to show us in the problem statement what it is all about and how that isn't green or sustainable. Then we talk about your solutions. Your solutions should focus on the lessons you have learned. So based on the training you have received in the green digital skills, what are the solutions you want to provide to the problem you have identified? So to solve the problem you have stated above, what is the solution you are giving to it? And the solution, once again, must be in line with what you have learned during the training. Then you also have to state your vision in section 1. The vision is all about connecting your idea with a larger vision. So you are expected to keep it concise and inspirational. Basically, you focus on the why and what of your environmental initiative goals. Why have you chosen this project, and what is your motivation for the project? What do you think you can change, and why do you want to change it? Okay, so you need to give us something that is inspiring enough to show that there is a larger vision to what you are doing. So I'm not going deep into that because we have done that last time. So today we want to look at your action plan. That is the section 2. So you are expected to complete your section 2 of the capstone project after you have finished watching the replay of this workshop. Okay. So the first thing you have to consider under your action plan are the objectives. So you have to list the specific tangible products and deliverables that the project will deliver, and you have 200 words to do this. So for instance, in the demo project that we are working on, which is to raise awareness about green digital skills, one of the objectives is cost promotion and marketing. Basically, your objectives are just the deliverables, the tangible products or the deliverables that your project will deliver, okay? Those are the practical things you are going to do for the fulfillment of your project idea. So one of the objectives is course delivery. Obviously, you have to deliver the course if you are to fulfill that that goal or that idea of raising awareness about green digital skills. Then the certification is part of what we are going to offer the people who are going to take the skill training, and community engagement. Those are the kind of things we are going to do to further enhance the participation of students, and also in order to build more awareness in regards to our project idea. So you have to list them and give us little brief description of those things you are listing so we can understand your objectives. Okay. Then the stakeholders section talks about the people who will be involved in the fulfillment of the project. Who do you need to have on board? Who will be impacted by the project? Okay, so the stakeholders are probably your business CEO, your workers, your colleagues, people that will benefit, probably your clients, your customers. So just list those individuals that will be involved, people that need to be on board, and people who will be impacted. So for the demo project, for the stakeholders, we have the INCO Academy that will provide the training resources. After School Academy, who is the project owner. MSCME Africa, an example of a partner. High schools, colleges, and higher institutions, those are prospective trainees. And young professionals, those are also prospective trainees. So those are the people who will be impacted by the project. Who will be on board are After School Academy. Who will be on board are also the promotional partner. Who will be involved? INCO Academy will be involved. After School Academy will be involved. MSME Africa will be involved. Schools and colleges will be involved. Young professionals will be involved. Okay, so you can see how we answer that question. Then the gaps. What are the gaps between where you are now and where you want to be? So that is where you measure what we call the readiness of your organization in order to affect the change, to implement the change, and in order to ensure the fulfillment of your project. So basically, there are three gaps we are looking at. We are looking at your organizational readiness, your functional readiness, and your technical readiness. So for the organizational readiness, we want to know if the organization you are building the project for or you'll be implementing the project for are ready for that kind of change, and if they are ready to implement it. So for the demo project, After School Academy stands poised and prepared to execute the INCO Academy Green Digital Skills project with unwavering commitment and expertise. Why? Because obviously that is what they do even before this time. So they already have this organizational preparedness or readiness in order to carry out that project. So their team of educators and online learning experts is fully equipped to promote and facilitate the project. So the readiness score is 5 for them. Yours might not be higher up to that, but obviously you want to ensure that your readiness score is not lower than 4 for it to be termed as a project that is worth working on. Okay, then the functionality of the project, the INCO Academy Green Digital Skills project aligns seamlessly with After School Academy's vision of nurturing eco-friendly leaders across various professional domains. So functional or viability talks about the alignment of that project with the vision and goal of your organization. You don't want to do something that is totally out of the vision or the mission of that organization that will not impact them in any way positively. Okay, so how functional will that be to your organization, and how functional will that be to the people that will enjoy or people that will benefit from the fulfillment of the project? So you have to rate that between 1 to 5 or so. And the technical know-how, that's the technical feasibility or technical readiness. So do you have enough human resources or technical know-how individuals to carry out that project? If you are working on a website, do you have web designers that understand sustainable web design to carry out the project? Obviously, you are the sustainable, you are the one that has the sustainability knowledge now. So if you are working with a web designer, probably you will be the one consulting for that web designer to ensure it carry out that change that you want. So do you have the technical know-how to carry it? Okay, let's go to the other aspect of the project, and that is strategies. So what are the strategies that need to be put into place? Now, here we are talking about practical and measurable things that can be done in order to fulfill the project objectives. Okay, if the project objectives is to ensure that people take the INCO Academy Digital Green Skills program, then what are the strategies to achieve that? One of them is to engage in targeted promotional efforts, leveraging various channels like social media, email campaigns, partnerships, and the rest. Then streamlining the enrollment process with user-friendly online registration forms, holding a weekly fireside program like a workshop, and things like that. So those are practical strategies, practical actionable things you can do towards achieving the project you are coming up with. So if you are building an application, strategies can be like to design the UI, something like maybe create sketches of the new user interface. Then it can be something like testing the new user interface with some prospects just to ensure that you achieve your goal. Okay. Then the success criteria, what data will you use to determine your project meets its objective? Now, this area is also very important because we need measurable criteria here. So this is what we call your key performance indicators, or something that you can use to show that your project is a success. So the success criteria has to do with something that is quantifiable. So for instance, number of students enrolled for the course, that is quantifiable. We can say that 200 people enrolled, 30 people enrolled, 50 people enrolled. So this will help us to know the enrollment rate. The number of students who start and complete the course by submitting the capstone project. So that shows the completion rate. That's measurable. So make sure your success criteria can be measured and it aligns with your project idea at the end of the day, your project objectives also. Okay, then the next steps, what is your plan, your milestone that you are using to guide the fulfillment of the project? So in 7 days, what are you going to do? In 14 days, what are you going to do? In 30 days, what are you going to do? In 60 days, what are you going to do towards achieving the project idea? And if you can give us all this, then you are done with your capstone project. That's it. So if you have any question, you can ask through the Learners Hub on WhatsApp or Scratch. And that will be all for this workshop. Thank you for taking your time to go through it. Listen to it all over again. So in order to get everything I have talked about, I tried not to emphasize so much so that I can keep the video in less than 15 minutes. So thank you and do have a wonderful day. See you at the Learners Hub.